Well, look at that, worked like a charm. It goes right up to the bottom of each step too. The other 2x6s shrunk when they dried out, and they were 5 1/4. These are almost 5 1/2. See there? Look at that. Nice angle. And then once I secure it on here all the way down, then I can come up here and put some screws or nails, whatever, down there. I guess I have some 16s. I haven't used one 16 vinyl sinker yet. I've used the 8s, and then they have 16s too, which are bigger than this, fatter, longer, the whole bit. Okay, but I had to cut the tip off. You know, that part up there, just to get it in, to swing it in. But all the weight is right at that point. Okay, that's it. And so I'll have to push that closer over there. And I'll get it. In fact, see, I could cut it just slightly shorter. This angle, if I cut that, then it'll be flush down to the bottom. Does it really matter? Well, probably not. But I could do that. I could take that back out and shave that off about, I don't know, 1/4 inch. And then it will be flush like this. Okay? Yeah. Now do you see what's going on here? The 2x6, and I'll attach it to that, and I'm going to use screws. I'm not going to use nails because the stringers are really super, well, they're probably close to 17 years old. It's going to be hard to put a nail in there. And I'm going to pre-drill. I'm going to pre-drill this every so often. Boom, boom, boom. And put some 2.5 inch screws in that. Okay. And then I'll put the other one here, put another one over there. And they'll come up just like this. And then I can either nail it or screw it, whichever. Okay. Then I'll go back. I got a scrap of 2x6 here, yeah. Okay. Here's a scrap. See, I don't have anything holding up this because we've cut these back, right? This is what holds it up. This right here, see, up in there is what holds it up. So, what to do about that? What I was planning on doing was doing something like that with the 2x6 and run it down further, and then I could go down there, score it on the other, mark it on the other side, and then go up to there and then drill. In fact, I could put it right there too, run it longer so it's down here, cut at the angle, straight up, and that will help hold this 4x12. Okay, and do I need to put a scab piece on this side going all the way up? No, I don't have to. That's not going to really do anything. So now, once I attach this to the stringer all the way down, this is what's going to hold the stringer now. And then that is going up. It's just like a fake stringer now. Okay, that's because of all this dry rot. I didn't want to rip it all out. And I thought, hey, that makes sense. This is just as strong as a stringer part. No sense tearing all that out, right? This is still nice and solid. And so that's what I'm going to do. And then the weight of this is transferred, boom, all the way down to there. It's all attached to the existing stringer. And so then it goes up to here And that's not much weight right in here to hold these two. I mean, my word, that'll be fine. In fact, if I just left the stringers alone and left them just like this, probably be fine. But I'm not going to do that, because the 4x12 runs 5 feet, and I don't ever want it to sag. And once I get this all done, it's not going anywhere. Especially when I put another 2x8 here. You see, this is transferring the weight over to here. So now this is holding up the stringers, and these screws are. So if I put another 2x8 here and then put another little joist hanger clip sideways like that on there on both sides, that should be fine. Okay. And then I'll stick that angled piece on the outside of that. It'll set down in there. It'll come up like this, and it'll go up on the back side. It'll go up on the back side of here, like that. Okay, and then I'll screw that into that, and that'll be up tight to there, and that will help hold this whole corner together. It'll help hold the weight at a 45-degree angle, or something a little less than that will hold it. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting low on screws, so I'm not gonna put screws on this whole thing. I'm gonna have to go to the store and get some more, but I've got enough to finish at least putting up these next two. See, I cut the end off, and so that's all nice and flush there. Pre-drilling the holes to make it easy. 2.5-inch screws, and then I've just been sinking them with that impact drill. These, I haven't sunk those yet. I could still do that. But here's an important thing to realize too. When you're installing 2x6s, every single piece, well, generally most 2x6s, 2x4s, 2x8s, 2x10s, 2x12s, they all have a crown to them. And I checked the crown on this, and I put the crown up. I put an X up here. And before I set them in to cut them, then I stand up and look at it, lift it up, look at the edge of it to see, and you'll see definitely there'll be a slight little crown. Flip it the other way if you can't really tell, and the other way might dip down just a hair. Sometimes you get a perfectly straight one, not very often. Okay, and so I crowned these first, and I put an arrow on them. See that? That means that's up. And I haven't put an arrow up on that. See? So that means that when I measure that, I'm going to put it in there, visualize and cut it and mark it and everything so that I have the crown facing up. And I'll end up doing the same thing when I put these floor joists in. Put the floor joists in, I want the crowns up, because eventually you don't want the crowns down, trust me. And generally, if anything, if the crown goes up just a little bit, it'll eventually settle depending on the weight on there, and you just don't want it down the wrong direction, okay? And another time I'll show you on a 2x6 out there. I'll hold the camera so that you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But so I've got the crown facing up, okay? Very important, especially like if you're building a roof or something, or floor joists, and they're spanning, 10 feet, 12 feet, whatever. You want to have the crowns all facing up. You don't want half of them going down and some up. Your floor is going to be all wonky. Okay, there's a tip for you. Whew. Well, look at that. I got the stringers in, and I still have to put more screws in there. I've got to go to the store and get some more. I'm running low on that. But they're coming right up to here. Remember, I thought this one was hanging low? Well, it's not. It was just, I was holding it wrong. And this piece, I messed with it and messed with it. And it probably had a bow in it. The crown could have been going the opposite direction. Or it just had a big, huge crown. And I was holding on there and I just had a little small piece. So I fudged with this and fudged with it. And I finally got it. And I still have to attach them up here. But I'm calling it a day. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Oh, my aching back. And we'll have to figure out what to do to support these other two stairs, because we're going to support them off of here with some different blocks. You'll see. You'll see. And then I'll have to decide after we get these attached, put this piece up and get this all tied in, get it all with my mastic, my construction adhesive. I'm going to do all the little seams. I've done those again, and I'll probably have to come back tomorrow and check. See, it's already sinking in there. See there where this is here. See, as it's drying, it's sucking in there. And so I'll put some more caulking in there. Yeah. Okay, that's all right. That'll be tomorrow. And I'll show you more things. Hopefully you'll learn some more things. Okay? Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. Man, this is going good now. And cutting Douglas fir, oh, the smell of that after you cut it, I love it.